What's good, everybody? It's your boy D-Loy here. If you don't know who I am, I'm the leader of the electronic duo based out of New York City, Wave Magnetik. We are a trumpet and drums duo where I play trumpet and DJ, and I have Mike Mohamed playing drums. So, today is the third installment of the D-Loy Show. So this is a twice a week we post some stuff where I'm gonna bring you into how I'm doing different production things, how we do different mixing things, mastering things, and kind of whatever I feel like telling y'all about, because I also play trumpet, so there'll be some trumpet stuff I'll be talking about. We'll talk about Ableton stuff, and make sure you tune in. We'll be posting every Wednesday and Friday of every week. So, all right, on to the video, what we got going on. So today, what I want to tell you about is how we make sub bass, especially using Serum, because that's what I use right now. So, here is my sub bass track. So a lot of times people make sub bass. Oh, first I should talk about what a sub bass is. So sub bass is the bottom end of a bass that gives you all of the rattling in a club. Makes it so that the track has some power to it, and it's kind of what makes people want to dance. That low sub, you feel it in your chest, and if that's not there in a live setting, your track is not gonna do well. You know what I mean? It might sound good on like laptop speakers without a sub bass, but it's not gonna have what it needs on like big stacks and stuff. So, and we perform live all the time, so that shit's gotta be right. So, that's what a sub bass is. Now, a lot of times people will use a sub bass by just making it a sine wave. So this right here is Serum, and inside here there's a little knob right here that says sub. So that makes it pretty easy for you to figure out. So a lot of times they'll use this as the sub, and if you listen to it, it sounds like this. Now that's pretty cool, because if you put that on like a speaker stack or a big PA system, people are gonna feel that, and that's gonna sound great. But the thing is that you kind of want your track to do well everywhere. If you're listening on 5-inch speakers or in the car, anything, if you listen on anything that's not a big stack that has subwoofers, then you're not really gonna hear that. So you want to add some harmonics to it so that it'll stand out on other speakers. So what I've been experimenting with different ones, and they all will work. So like this is the sine wave. This is like a almost sine wave. And it has a little bit more harmonics. And then you got the triangle wave. And that one has even more harmonics. Now, for this particular track I'm working on, I stuck with this one. I'm not really sure what this is called. I think it's like a rectangle wave, or I don't know. But this is what it sounds like. Now, I know what most people are going to say. This has way too many highs in it. It's way oversaturated, and it's not going to work well. But it will work well, because all of those, what it is like those other ones, those other waveforms, they work and it'll sound good. on the big stacks. But I was specifically looking for a waveform that was going to give me harmonics that was exactly 1 octave higher. Okay, because the octave higher is the octave that was going to speak well on the smaller speakers, and you can tell by looking over here. You see right there on my EQ8, I have the frequency spectrum. Now you see that right here, you see it down here, and then you'll see a peak up here. See these two right there. That is important. With the other ones, even with the triangle waves, you look, it's not there. You see, I don't have the octave higher. So the octave higher was necessary for me to make it so it'll feel strong on everything. See, it's right there. Now, all of this crap up here is no good. That's not going to work for a sub bass. So what I did, I even put more saturation on it using trash. Use the tape saturation. Let's close this. Yeah, so yeah, I souped this up. Oh wait, it's not on. I'm gonna turn it on. There it is. You see, it ain't even added more. It beefed it up even more. And that's cool, you know, because all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna filter it out. You see the dynamics plugin right here. So if I hit this, I have this set so that it cuts off at 102 hertz. You see? Now when you have that going, that cuts off all the unnecessary harmonics. And when you put it with another bass, let's see, where did I do that? Right here. With this other higher bass, yeah, I made that one wider. See, and what I did here was I took the multi-band dynamics and I put it set to the mid. So I soloed the mids and I cut out the lows, the same frequency. So see, this one is cutting out 102. And this one I soloed the lows, so this is cutting out everything above 102. So they work together well. Yeah. So, and I'll show you what it sounds like with and without both. Now without the sub. Or with the sub. It works beautiful. It's gonna sound good on everything. So that right there is how you make a sub bass. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. This is one of the most important. This probably is the most important thing, even more so than using that square wave. Your sub bass has to be in mono. If your sub bass isn't in mono, you're gonna have a hard time when it comes to playing live. You see the sub right here, it only lets you do one oscillator, or was it? It's only one unison. There's no unison. It's just one. So like if you do up here, you can have multiple. You can have multiple things like that, and you detune it. It can be. You see how. The frequency spectrum, not the frequency spectrum, at the width, it gets wider the more you detune it. And that is bad news for a sub bass. So you want to keep it in mono with one unison. You don't want to have more than one. That's bad news. Yeah. So that is how you make a sub bass. So tune in next time. Next week we're gonna have another video for the Deloy show, and let's do this shit big, baby. Yeah! What's good, everybody? It's your boy Deloy here, If you don't know who I am the band leader of the electronic music